Welcome to the 100th episode of Employment Law This Week. I'm George Whipple. The time has flown by. It is truly my privilege to spend a few minutes with you each week, recapping the latest news in employment law. But for our 100th episode, we decided to do something a little differently. Today, we hope to start a conversation about the role human resources must play in our rapidly changing workplace environment. With the rise of the Me Too movement, there is a renewed focus on gender discrimination in the workplace. My partner, David Garland, argues that in 2018, human resources cannot take a backseat to other priorities, and that HR should have a seat at the table with the highest level of management.
More than ever before, compliance with employment law and labor law is as important as compliance with any other law. What we've seen is these high-profile cases presenting a threat at the highest levels of company leadership. And that poses challenges when it comes to reputation of the company, reputation of the brand, and even in the most serious of cases, the impact on shareholder value. So we need, at the highest level of the company, to be focused on compliance and addressing the important HR issues, particularly preventative HR measures.
Thanks, David. If you ask any CEO the most important commodity for their business, they're likely to say their ability to find and retain talent. In an environment where technology allows any prospective employee a window into the brand and culture of a company, it's the role of HR not only to recruit talent, but to ensure that current and even former employees are satisfied with the company culture. Jennifer Gefsky is a former vice president for Major League Baseball and the founder of Après, a digital recruiting platform for high-caliber women re-entering the workforce. We asked her how the recruiting landscape is changing.
One of the things that the events of 2017 taught us is that the role of human resources groups is going to continue to evolve and grow in 2018 and beyond. We saw that if there's issues with sexual harassment, there's press issues related to those cases, it can devalue the company, and it can really create problems within the culture of companies. And all of that relates to how can companies hire talent and retain talent. Because that's such an important role, we're going to see, I think, a wider sort of net cast for human resources within companies and really much more of a seat at the C-suite table. Chief talent officers, chief people officers, true leaders that are really driving the company culture and the employee satisfaction.
Thanks, Jennifer. We'd love to get your thoughts on the role that HR can play in 2018. Email us at thisweek@ebglaw.com or comment on this video. We're extremely proud of the community we're building here together. A community of lawyers, executives, and HR professionals who not only watch the show, but get involved in it by suggesting stories, commenting on them, and participating in our Tip of the Week initiative.
The ones who will be designing your future vision, your strategy, the tactics to get there. Those are the people that you want to invest in now.
In fact, over our first 100 episodes, 95 employment professionals have been generous enough to share their advice with us.
Best practices for avoiding employment claims can boil down to 3 major points. 1 is documentation, 2 is no surprises, and 3 is treat people with respect.
We've received advice on a wide range of topics, from employee training to technology in the workplace.
Social technology can have unintended consequences, especially for healthcare companies required to comply with patient privacy and ethics rules.
And real-world insights on the issues that are top of mind in our current climate, like sexual harassment and labor relations.
You're going to see a union representative multiple times throughout your career, if not almost every day. Therefore, building that relationship of trust is more important than a one-off victory on a single issue.
To all of those who have contributed, a sincere thank you. And to all of our viewers, I'd like to extend an invitation to get involved in this conversation. Participate in our Tip of the Week segment. Weigh in on our discussion about HR's role in 2018 and share the show with a colleague. That's how we strengthen our community. Thank you for 100 great episodes, and here's to the next 100.